I finally got the Marauders Map Harry Potter wand set, and I also have some of them in the wand boxes. So let's take a look at them all. Seeing as I've just launched my own Marauders collection of clothing, just like this t-shirt I'm wearing here, I'll leave links below if you'd like to grab one of those. I thought this was the perfect time to showcase this wand set, and also because I had 3 of the wands already, it's taken some time to grab this set, but I thought let's go for it, and we'll start off with the wands first. Now, this is one of the ones I got at a discount a while ago, and this is actually Lupin's one, and this is how it used to come in the Ollivanders style boxes. So it's yellow. It's pretty much just like Draco's wand box. However, the difference is that there's white padding on the inside, and I'll just go through that. Let's get that out, and then, and as you can see, so it's like padded on there. But so for the longest time, I've really adored Lupin's one. I just love how slim and elegant it is, and you'd imagine it to be sort of more charred and ruined because, you know, spoiler alert for anyone watching this that hasn't finished all the Harry Potter series, watch out, there'll be spoilers. You think that it'd be a bit more damaged because of that reason, which, if those who know. But I guess he popped his wand away before he transformed and was able to do it, but yeah, just so cute and elegant. Love that. And it's got this very heavy bow at the end, which I guess could symbolize the moon. Not that he would want that to symbolize the moon, because he was very against being, you know, what he is. But yeah, I really did like that one for a very long time. Actually, I think Newt's wand has surpassed my favorite, you know, this being one of the top ones. But I still love how sort of elegant and posh and understated it is for Lupin, which I do really love that character. This one was, I think, pretty much the last that formed part of the Ollivanders boxes that I could get. This is still available in the Ollivanders box, unlike Lupin's, which it isn't anymore. That Sirius Black, that is. I had to throw in a line there. Yeah, great little one box. I love the colour. It comes with the certificate of authenticity, and then we've got the lovely ribbon in there. Now, I believe from looking at some lore that people have said that apparently when you get sent to Azkaban, they then etch your Azkaban runes and stuff into the wand. Now, I don't know who's doing that, because could you imagine like a Dementor, like, apart from cooking in the kitchens for all the prisoners, the Dementors are also doing wood and wand work, you know, etching into the wand. So possibly this design of like swirls and circles and stuff was the only bit of his wand, and then the wand designers for the films, like obviously in real life, decided to add on this Azkaban runes onto, you know, onto the wand. A very solid wand indeed, and I guess I like it. I'm not like, oh my god, it's amazing. I guess because it's just pretty much a standard straight wand. It's not really like any curves or anything fancy on that apart from the design. Not that I don't like it, I don't know why it doesn't rank higher in my brain. I do still like it very much, but that is Sirius Black's wand. And then a while back, before these ones were even available, I did like a little Marauders like lookbook, and that's the reason why I purchased James Potter's one. Now these are just the standard non-Ollivanders boxes that come again. These are the ones that come like with, so there's like a shiny name tag label on there, and they come with sort of foam, not ribbon, so it's not really super fancy, but I still like the outside of the box. And they do come with name clips as well, which is that little bit that's there. But this is James Potter's wand. This is actually a very heavy wand, and it's kind of a bit like fat at different points. Like it's thinner, and then it goes fatter, and then it tapers down to a thin one again. So it's not just like bulky at the top. Quite interesting. So it means that the weight is a little bit more centered to make it a balance. But there's actually webs on this one, which is very interesting that it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different, well actually probably more than that. 2, am I thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5 different webs on. So I guess, tangled up in a web of drama is James Potter. But again, just a standard straight brown wand. I guess not the most interesting, apart from that there is webs on there. I think from the set there's a much more interesting one than all of the ones combined, and we'll get onto that in just a moment. But yeah, I do like it. I did add it to my collection because I wanted to do like clothing, and then the wand, and then Peter Pettigrew's wand, which is the wand I mentioned that is very interesting. His wasn't even available yet, so in that other video I just made it with clay, like as for fun, because we saw in like the wand book. But anyway, now I don't need to do that because now I've got the proper wand, which let's get on to that, and that we can go on to the set. So there we are, that is the wall plaque. I think quite wonderful really that they've made the Marauders map, and it even has in those little floaty stars, so like similar to this little floating ribbon, the stars of the names that from the Marauders map, because then these, you know, ingenious children made this amazing map, which yeah, well, I won't go into that. But so Remus Lupin's would go there, then we've got Peter Pettigrew's, which is remarkable, and then we do have Sirius Black, and then we also have James Potter at the bottom. It doesn't open, it doesn't move or anything, but it does have the wall hangings at the back, and then we've got the Noble Collection Harry Potter and the names on the back, which is of course these ones are from Noble Collection, as well as this plaque. And they just kind of, they're not clips or anything, they're really just basically nails that they would land or that would sit on nicely. So we'll add that in just a second. Let us go to the wands now. And now we can finally move on to Peter Pettigrew's wand, which is just like, look how amazing it is. It's quite thick, I would say, compared to what I would imagine. Like, looking at, if we look at Lupin's wand, just like how thick it actually is. Like, you can see how thin Lupin's looks compared to this. Now, because it's got wavy bit, instantly I love it because it's different. It's not just a general standard wand. I guess it needs to be thick because of the delicate snake. Well handled, you know, as a wand, you'd probably snap it. But look how cool it is. And it does have all like little dots for the snake scales, basically. And then it doesn't continue up the wand. It literally is just by where it ends, by the head. And then we've got a little sneaky tongue there. Now, I remember seeing this one, I'm thinking like, okay, so this was Peter Pettigrew's wand. Why didn't anyone suspect that he was a sneaky snake and that he shouldn't be trusted? But this is actually, as far as I recall, and any people that probably recall the story better than I do, this was a second one, I guess a second one, well, a recent one that Ollivanders was made to make for Wormtail. So this is not his wand he had in school, which would have probably meant people may have suspected him earlier. And then, fun fact, this is actually the wand that Ron uses in the Battle of Hogwarts, etc. So that's cool. That's one of the reasons why I had to get it, because as part of all the ones that they were able to use, like we know Hermione was using Bellatrix, even though she didn't win that one, this was the one that Ron was using, so I had to add it as part of my collection, and it only comes as part of this Marauders map set. So then, amazing as it is, I love it, it's so cool. So there we have the full set together. Apparently recommended per the box that it was alternated on the way that the wands would be placed, so not all the handles are the same. I would say very precarious to pop on Peter Pettigrew's wand on this. It was a little bit delicate, and I'm a little bit apprehensive holding it like this. Hopefully they all stay intact and there are no wands dropped in the process, but that's my drama to deal with. But yeah, I love the little set. I'm very pleased that I finally have that as part of my collection now. I don't know where it's going to go in my house. It does appear that it needs to be placed on a wall. I am sad that I don't have a wand box for Peter Pettigrew, because as you see, I do really love wand boxes, and I like how they're all messy and higgledy-piggledy like Ollivanders, so that's just a shame that it doesn't really come with a wand box. But I guess I can always just get an extra wand box or something to put it in, but you know, I kind of wanted one just for that. I like the wands and the boxes. I'm not just a wand person. But anyway, again, that's something I need to deal with. But yeah, a lovely collection. I would really recommend getting this because it's not like a small little piece. It's quite substantial, and you get all of the wands. It's great. This is the first sort of wand set that I've purchased of recently. Like, I do have the Triwizard Tournament set, and I do have Umbridge's wand, which comes with a little plaque, but that does fortunately fit in one of these boxes, where this one, not a one box, like one of the shelves, this won't do that. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to display that, but really excited. Favorite from this set, I'd have to say, even after I said, like, you know, Lupin's was my favorite for such a long time, I just loved it, it's gonna have to be Peter Pettigrew. I know, it's terrible, he's a dreadful person, but his wand that Ollivander's made is just amazing. I love it. So cool indeed. So let me know in this comment section below which is your favorite. Lastly, if you'd like to grab this or some more Marauders themed clothing, then check out the links in the description bar below. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do me a favor and click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so that when there's a new video, you'll be notified. Be sure to give this video a like, and with that, remember, the Wizarding World is just one spell away.